Bob Molding, Benjamin Charles, Kristen Cole, O Canada. That's right. Randy Cruz, Heather Demasiotis, Stephen Day.
Did she leave? Is she like out of here? I know her party was Saturday.
Yeah, I think she's leaving at the end of the month.
Okay, gotcha.
Brendan Dewan, Matt Dimmick, Kira Dreher.
Matt Dimmick has a whole team here, Evan.
Yes.
Right
That's
here.
okay.
Hello.
Chris,
Way to go.
I don't have the chocolate bars. Chris Drusdo. Ed Erickson.
He's from Canada, Joe. Give him a
James
break.
Laporta, Mark Frenzel.
Oh, there we go.
Stephen Gist. Kelly Harris. Selena Hodge. Vicky Hudson. Denai Keene. Jesse Knight. Kim Kachowski.
Yay, Jesse.
That was Danae, by the way.
Today.
That's not what I call it. Phyllis Kruger.
Had two. Phyllis had two cousins.
July Leslie. Wessa Locke. She had two, I think. I've got my rates. Joe Lowndes. Kyrie Lucas. Irvin Malkut. Justin McGee. Matthew Miller. Christy Mock. Reed Moore. Patricia Morris. Michelle Nauman. Ed Olin. Randy Pennington. Peterson. Stephen Poulin.
Not making
What are those
it
people
confusing.
doing? We're not.
There's a phonetical pronunciation written out here. Not even kidding.
Sarah Schroeder. Anna Schulman. July Simmons.
Don't be Julie.
Oh, sorry.
Jacob.
Brian. Stuart Smith. Jennifer Stalka. Hey! Jessica Tanner. Anna Thomas. Ryan Tolleson.
Is Anna in here? No, she was in the challenge. Okay, sorry.
Jeremy Tompkins. Jason Trout. Hondo.
Hondo.
Dar Walden. Parker Wilson. Eddie Wood.
All right. I didn't get to throw very many. We need some more people here. Okay, so Shayna. Shayna. Can you give a quick update?
66-day challenge. Okay, these numbers are coming off the top of my head.
Yes.
So last week we had 1,283 dials, 847 contacts, roughly 60 to 65 appointments scheduled, and 40 referrals. We have 16 to 18 people in there making calls every day from 9 to noon.
And how many listings did we take?
We took 11 listings total, buyer seller.
Sweet.
That's 5 days. So if you guys, the buy-in period is over, but it's working. I mean, people are in there, they're on the phones. Yes.
Actually,
Rebuy?
the
Double in.
the peer group.
Double down.
So the cool thing about this is, Jen and Evan and Allison and I came in and just said, how do you guys want to do this? It's totally run by the agents and the peers. We're just here to do an affirmation, give a quick lesson, do some scripting, pump people up, make our own calls. So this morning we had a couple people join us that just want to be around it. They want to be there, they want to be making calls, they're having a lot of fun. And the team said, actually it was Melanie that said, well, why can't they buy in? So they're actually allowing people to, you're 6 days behind in the competition aspect of it. However,
$20 more though.
it's, okay, it's a $20 premium.
$20 charge.
From the boys in the back.
Jen, you can throw a candy bar now too.
They're allowing people to still buy in. It's kind of the culture of our company. I love it. I think it's great. And everybody in the room says, yeah, they would allow people to still buy in. Understand you're 6 days behind, so you're going to have to do a lot of catch up if you're going to be in the running for that cash, which I think is going to be around $700 or $800.
Wow.
For the winner. So if you want to be in the running for that cash, you got a lot of catch up to do, and it can be done. So they still will allow you to buy in, and I guess until they say no more, we'll go with that.
I agree.
Yep, and then everybody knows that there's cash. Whoever gets the most buyer-seller listings wins the cash. And then everybody
And completes the
and
66
completes,
days.
obviously. That's always. And then for everyone else that completes it, whether you got the most or not, your name goes in a hat, and we draw for a free registration to Family Reunion from Keller Williams. So it's super exciting.
Money, baby.
Yep.
It works. Okay, I want to introduce a couple of people that are here. back row, Corey Stanley is with us, and I know that she is here, and I don't know if, have we introduced you?
No.
I don't think you've been here. Okay. Crystal Tillman is just doing 3 years now at and she was with Keller Williams. Which office again?
Portland Premier.
Premier. There's so many in Portland, I always forget. She
Yeah.
was with Keller Williams, Portland Premier, and so we're excited to have her. And then Nate, you want to introduce Genevieve as well?
Genevieve Hughes, she's going to be working with us, new to Keller Williams. She's working towards her license, from the EA/ISA.
Awesome. We're glad to have you. So covering a couple of announcements. So big, our big, yes, Joe Bell.
Have we introduced Rich yet?
Yes, we did last week. I believe that you were fishing in Portland. At the time.
Sure. He told us he was working during business.
Again, I'm going for the award, most deals closed on the river in a boat, fishing.
There you go, I remember you put that one out
Someone
there.
write that down for
I'll go for that.
for next year.
That's my focal point.
Jenny, you've got some competition. I see a direct challenge here. That was a really cool picture. I'm not a fish person, but that was a cool picture. Just chromy steel, whatever that is.
Close enough.
Yeah. Okay, so real quickly, just to dive into training. One of my absolute favorite classes to teach, April 9th, from noon to 4 in Eagle River, is the 4 disciplines of execution. Please do register because seating is limited. It's a nice big room, but we can fill it up real quickly, so get yourself registered. The Eventbrite link is up. If you don't have it, all you gotta do is go to Eventbrite and search for 4 disciplines of execution, eventbrite.com. It's real easy to find, and I used to say bring your own food, but we're not allowed to eat in there, so eat before. early lunch, late breakfast. And it is just a fantastic class. For those of you who don't know what it is, essentially it's based on the premise that we are really great at coming up with ideas and vision, and we really stink at executing. And we carry an initiative for 2 weeks and then it falls apart. And so this is a system, it's a Covey product, Franklin Covey, Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's a Covey product that there's a book, you can read the book. The book is technical. It's not an easy read at all. I tried to read it on the airplane and put it down and picked up John Grisham instead. You have to really focus. So it's a great read. You don't have to have read the book to be there. It's just something you may want to read after. I would love for you to be there because I think that you will glean something of value in your business, for sure. So get registered for that. And we have, let's see, 66 week calendar continuing, April 24th and 25th, Recruit Select Initiative in Seattle. I know we just had another person sign up for that this morning. So I'm really excited about that. Anything else I am missing on the training calendar?
April 10th, from 1 to 2:30 EA Forum. for the
Oh,
second
yes.
quarter.
Yes.
We've got some
Executive
special
assistant.
guests coming in.
Evan? He's going to memorize all their names.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it's fine. In French. There's so much. New agent orientation on the 31st. If you are new to Keller Williams within the last 30 days or so, or if you have not been to orientation and you're new, relatively new, please come. This is kind of your opportunity to kind of learn all the ins and outs. You get to learn the Kellerisms and all the language that we speak that is entirely different than English. You'll learn all kinds of great stuff. And then today, immediately following, this class is profit share. So I'll be teaching a quick profit share class in here. Stop laughing at me. I managed to butcher it up pretty good the last time, so we're doing it a little different today. So that's, is that it? Am I missing? Mark your calendar now for Red Day, May the 8th. I had to look it up. It's a Thursday, May the 8th. We will be essentially closing down the office. We're, if anybody's interested in volunteering to help plan Red Day, how many of you guys don't know what Red Day is? Okay, Red Day is, Mo Anderson is the, well, her title now is the vice chairman of the board, but basically she and Gary Keller are who started the company from the beginning. And she's what, 70, gosh,
70
she keeps, every year we add a year, 76 years old, and she is basically the ambassador of culture. She is the culture keeper of our company. So in honor of her birthday, Keller Williams across the country close their doors, and we get involved in giving where we live. And it's a community effort. If you have your red family reunion t-shirt, we wear red. We'll have an activity in Eagle River, we'll have an activity in Wasilla, and we'll have an activity here. Don't ask me what it is yet, we're still working on that. However, I can tell you it takes a lot of us to make it happen. Anybody who really is civic minded and says, man, I'd love to get involved with helping plan and organize, please let myself or Allison know. We welcome your, roll up your sleeves efforts. And hopefully it'll be warm. Last year it was not. Last year we cleaned up Valley of the Moon Park. We did a bunch of stuff with Head Start and Eagle River, and we worked at the Children's Place in Wasilla. It's pretty powerful stuff to just say, look, you guys give us your business, we want to give back to the people that support our business. Did you, yes, did you?
One other thing, while we're talking about announcements, you might as well bring up again the Sears class. Financing, April 16th and 17th. So learn how to talk to your folks about financing and get some different ideas and whatnot. Great class. Doug Richards, great instructor.
He is awesome.
Yeah, I think he's the best Sears instructor there is.
Good.
And he's about to retire. This is his probably last year in the business.
This is your last opportunity.
I'll start to see that. Yeah.
Jenny, what was the date on?
16th and 17th of April.
Where?
Huh? I think it's going to be over at the Alaska USA training room.
Anything else? Any other announcements we need to throw out there before? Yes, ma'am, Miss Lindsay.
I'm gonna actually stand.
Yes, please.
Oh, wait.
Oh, no.
This
Hold
is
on.
scary that I'm standing. I think the last time I was telling you about all the changes that were happening with conventional loan products. Last week there was a training over at the Mainmark Financial Building with FHA. FHA actually called in for it. I was not there, my assistant was. But basically FHA is doing an overhaul. They made the choice to not be involved in qualified mortgage changes that the conventional loan products went through in January of this year. So they are now enacting their new changes. Just like we saw before with people who were using conventional and then the rates went up, their price max dropped dramatically. It sounds like we're going to have the same experience with FHA. If you have qualified FHA buyers right now, one, they need to check in with their mortgage loan originator to see how this might be affecting them. It takes effect, some of it mid-April, some immediately. One of the largest changes that we've heard in the training is debt to income ratios are going and getting reduced dramatically for the FHA loan product. What that essentially says is less money of what they make can go towards the proposed house payment, which brings our sales prices down. So the price market that you're looking at, the price point that you're looking at in today, in 30 days will not be the price point potentially that they qualified for anymore. So definitely, front end is a max of 31%, back end is a max of 43%. So in the past, their front end ratio, if you got it through an automated system, it didn't matter what it was. So as long as your back end ratio was below 50, they really didn't care. So if you have someone who's been told you, my loan originator really pushed my qualification, you're going to want to get on the phone and make sure that they're aware of where they sit and how quickly they need to close if they want to stay in the price range that they're at right now.
Can I add an addendum to that? Most people won't tell you if their loan originator really pushed them to qualify. So some may be like, man, we were really tight, but most of them won't tell you. My advice is, what a great lead generation tool. Get on the phone with your pipeline business, everybody that's 6 to 9 months out. If you're FHA, there's changes, you need to talk to your originator, let's make a plan. Yep. It's hard enough to find a house right now. If you're a buyer's agent, if you're a single agent, you work with buyers, you know it is not easy to find a home. It is hard work.
You only have 24 hours to get an offer.
Yeah, or 12. Yeah, it's not easy to find a house. I was talking with Justin Bell, we were walking out the other day, and he goes, man, I listed a house at 10 o'clock this morning, and by 11 o'clock I had 2 showings and 4 calls on it. It's like, what in the world?
And then we
So-
pended it Sunday.
And you penned it, that was Friday, right? That I saw you?
We
Yeah.
actually pended it Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. So here's my advice to you. When you hear there are changes like this is what we tend to do. Oh no, what an opportunity. That's a great opportunity. This isn't to catch your breath and go, holy crap, I'm not gonna be able to sell a house. This is an amazing opportunity to get on the phone with your people.
Especially on the fence people.
Absolutely. Or I think I'm gonna buy, I wanna buy in 3 months, I wanna buy in 2 months. There are changes coming you need to know about. If you are buying this year, you need to at least have a plan. And that, it may still mean they buy in 3 months. That's totally fine. You're gonna need closings in August. Trust me. But they may not. And you may want to have them get a great lead gen opportunity. Especially some of you guys that are working some internet leads. Because a lot of times internet leads are 6 to 9 months out. They may really appreciate the information that may move that timeline up to a little bit shorter. Thoughts? I see lots of heads nodding, so I'm assuming the rest of the day all I'm gonna see are phones to people's ears, right?
As I know more, I'll let you guys know. Right now, they're writing up like a document for us of all the changes, but each day FHA keeps coming out and refining things and changing things slightly. So there just isn't anything official at this time. And then I have a question. Oh, fire away. What I'm changing the topic.
Are they lowering the funding fee?
We have not heard anything about that, so.
I don't see that going away or changing anytime
honestly,
soon, probably.
When I did my mortgage loan origination training this year, the person that we had, and he was awesome. Yeah, I took it already. Just do it during your slow time. So he said that the head of FHA right now has literally stood in front of Senate and said, we are trying to price ourselves out of the market. We want private money coming back into this game.
Which is a great end game, to be quite honest, for the economy. Anytime money's coming from the private sector, that's good. That's good for everybody, right? I mean, it just is. It means jobs, it means all kinds of things. It means sustainability, it means so much. So it's an excellent end game. I mean, I just want, so many times my experience, and maybe I just live in the negative vacuum bubble, but my experience is every time something changes in our industry, and we've got some title changes coming as well. I was with Janice yesterday, and they're gonna be kind of pounding the pavement to let you know. It's getting harder and harder to slip invoices in at the last minute, and it's going to get harder and harder again. So it's gonna mean we're gonna have to be really on our game, which, by the way, I think is good. I mean, I know things happen, and sometimes you get a bill at the last minute, but it's good. Don't see change as a mechanism for fear. Always see it as an opportunity for growth. Because somewhere in every change, there's an opportunity for you to get more business. And it's all about how you look at it. It completely is how you look at it. Thank you for being here. I always appreciate. Yes, you have
For
another question.
disciplines of
It's
execution.
the Lindsay Jen show.
I know,
yes.
I'm sorry. Are you opening that up to people outside of Hillary Williams? So, when she taught it last time, Hillary and I went. We were one of the few people that weren't KW there, and it's completely relatable to any field of business. So, if you have clients that run their own businesses or head up businesses, and they want to expand and they want to grow, and you want to be an asset to them, I did not see a lot of people getting invited into the course, but it is an amazing opportunity to give something of value to your client and show them how great the company that you work for and are part of is.
Can we hire her? Some of you guys know Sheena's husband, Bob, is the, I guess, managing partner. Is the best way, is that the right title?
We'll use that
For
one.
today. He's also basically, you know, well, I'll say that. That's not appropriate. Of Settlers Bay Golf Course. So Settlers Bay Golf Course staff is coming in to take the class. You understand that this is not written for real estate agents. The state of Georgia Child Welfare, Marriott Hotels, Kroger Food Systems, those are clients of the 4 Disciplines of Execution. This is applicable to any business, right? Which is truly, which is what's interesting because that's kind of what I want to talk to you about today. So before I move into that, any other comments or thoughts? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, what a great call to your database. Hey, you're a business owner. Would love for you to come to this class. I'm going to the 4 Disciplines of Execution. All you have to do is say the name Covey. Everybody knows 7 Habits. It's, you know, it immediately gives it validity. Don't use my name. That won't get you any validity. Blame it on Cubby. Okay, I wanted to clear with you before I said that, but that's okay?
I think so.
Okay, so. You like how subtle that was? Yes, you may have that back down, okay. We run things at a high level here. So, we have an idea, and I would love to see some feedback. Is anybody having a problem, let's go back to what you're talking about, finding properties for their buyers?
Yes.
Do you guys like doing deals with Keller Williams agents?
Yes.
Don't answer that one out loud. So here's what we're gonna do. We historically have not done property tour, mainly because we do our team meeting late in the day. We do it at 11. Why do we do our team meeting at 11? Because you're supposed to be on the phones from 9 to 11. And we wanna protect your lead generation time. Jesse and I, you walked in and I didn't get to throw you your payday. You get a payday. Good job. So we've decided, I just saw his face. So we are gonna do property tour. Here's the rules. They cannot be on the market. You guys all look on MLS, the hot sheet, you know it. By then, it's too late. By then, you're competing with the rest of the multiple listing service. What we wanna do is have a place where you can get your listing signed, get people through the door, and I'll be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I love keeping the business in-house, and you guys are aggressively getting the market share and getting the listings. I want you to have the benefit of having our people there. So the rules are gonna be, it'll be right after Tuesday meeting, immediately. You have until Monday at, did we just say 10 or noon? 10. Monday at 10 a.m. to give to Becca a map. She doesn't have time to map it for you, a map, and an input sheet of the information about the listing. It has to be acreage.
How about just attached?
That's fine. Yeah. Information, yeah. It's not Eagle River. Eagle River has a property tour. So if you have an Eagle River property, they're doing it today, for example. All you have to do is get with the Eagle River with Nani or Kamale out there, and you can get a property on tour. They do it religiously. So we want to keep it, we're already not getting out the door until 12, to go do tours, so we want to keep your location together. If you are a buyer's agent, this should get priority on your radar, because this will give you a leg up on the competition. So I don't want, no price reductions, no stale data material, no, but I just listed it. Once you've listed it, it's no longer proprietary. We want to make this a real value for your time and your window. We've earned market share now. Let's use it to help each other, right? Thumbs up or thumbs down? What do you guys think? Steven's like, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's awesome because you can use that in your listing appointment too. Hey, I get 7, 8 people through here before you even hit the market.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's what the advantage is of listing with me, Mr. Seller, because you're probably potentially competing for the listings. You guys are seeing that. It's getting more and more competitive. Because we have 306, 7, 8 agents, depending on the day. We have this many agents. Let me get it in front of them because they're hustling and they're doing the business, and we can get great exposure for you. Yes?
We were talking about this in the past, but you remember Dynamic used to have the 5 minutes during the sales meeting to pitch properties to
I have steered away from it because what it turns into is I need a 3-bedroom, 2-bath ranch with a 2-car garage for $250,000, and it always turns into people taking the time to talk about their stale dated material, and I really wanted to, because it's like, please someone sell this house, it's been on the market for 6 months. That's why I haven't gone there. I'll certainly think about it. It would have to be, but that's what this is for, specifically, is to, and ideally, you have to be here to get the information. I want you in the team meeting to get the information to run out the door. There's not going to be a gathering place. There's not going to be a meet in the lobby. It is, here you go, get in the cars and go look at the properties. So, yes, ma'am. Janine, in the back.
Let's say you have a listing and you
Here comes the high seat.
haven't time blocked to go see them, but you at the team meeting, can you still have yours be part of that mixture?
I didn't understand that.
No, because the tour's already set up.
Tour set Monday at 10. No late ones. I'm telling you right now, don't put Becca in the position to be the bad guy and tell you no. No late, after 10 o'clock, Becca's got to, she is time blocked heavily, and you all think Becca's wonderful. So let's respect her time that it's gonna take to organize that and put it together, and don't come beg and borrow, and please, please, please. But this is your opportunity to take these listings. By the way, get the non-MLS signed. I'm gonna switch to liability side. Does everybody know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
In the listing agreement, you have to get permission to market it prior to going on MLS. Let's protect you and protect your sellers. It's just a signature. It's really easy. Permission to market the property prior to that day. Okay? Very easy to do. It's now a part of it. Remember, it used to be a whole separate form. Just make sure you get that. All right? One more broker item I'm going to throw out there. You know, every once in a while we come across these issues, and I like to just throw them out at you so you can just kind of, you know, CYA a little bit. If you are the listing agent on a property and the buyer chooses not to perform a reinspection, I would advocate strongly that you get something signed that the buyer has declined their right to do so. We're dealing with one right now, and
Are you playing judge?
yeah.
Broker judge?
We're dealing with one right now, and I mean, it's a sell. It wasn't his client; he was the listing agent. Buyer chose against advice of their realtor to not perform a reinspection, and you know, attorney gets involved, and everybody gets named. So, and it's not at that level, but it's just a word of caution. If that buyer says, "I'm not going to take the right that I've been given verbally by my home inspector," multiple times, verbally by the buyer's agent, multiple times, in documentation in the contract, that's not enough. I would get,
Might not be a bad idea even if you're the buyer's agent.
well, as well, that was gonna be my next point. Just don't think that because it's the other side, you're, safe from that. So, you just, if they're gonna choose not to do what is contractually given to them in the purchase and sale agreement, great, no problem. You don't want an inspection, just sign here that you have declined your right to a reinspection. Shouldn't be an issue. Does that make sense?
Can we just publish a form that's available on?
Couldn't you just use it on a walkthrough?
You get the
Just use
buyer's
walkthrough
acceptance
form.
form, the walkthrough.
Yeah, just use the walkthrough
Sure,
form. And
absolutely.
say buyer declines. I mean, because you can put additional in there and then it covers all the other, you know, that they're accepting it as is. That's what
Yeah,
I've heard.
absolutely, absolutely. So just a point of, yes, sir.
On that note, with title, Deb Stout told us, we've moved our reinspection date to 7 days prior to closing. In case there's anything that's not been done, if they don't do the buyer's inspection, we have the invoices in hand. But if they do the reinspection, something goes wrong, you need those additional invoices. First American Title with Deb ours wants it 72 hours prior now.
Yeah.
So that gives you a chance to get that in, so you're not fighting at last minute about it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So just a word of, you know, lessons learned as we go through this business, and it's all fun. Okay, so what I wanted to, yes, sir.
So next Tuesday, we're planning on having
Yep.
a tour for properties that are listed, signed listing agreements, but not in MLS.
Correct.
So I'll go talk to,
What you're saying is-
I have several.
Good. Yeah.
The key is to start all your listings on Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, start moving the process. Well, I would start today. I'd
Is
get
there
on the
gonna be a
phone.
limit to how many will be
No, I
on?
mean,
I would say, in order to facilitate getting through everything, what do you guys think? 10? 10 tops? 10's gonna be pushing it, that could take quite a while. But we're also limiting it to Anchorage as well, and I think that's,
Well, but also you don't have to go to every single one, go to the ones that you have buyers for, right?
I prefer you go to all of them.
Yeah.
That's really
Just to generate the
What do you
minutes.
got, Joe? Right, if you're gonna use it as a tool for your listing
Well, if we're gonna do
presentation,
10,
say
I mean,
we're gonna have people
that's
through there.
Okay, so should we say 6?
Yeah, I think
All right, so we're limiting it at 6.
Is it a first come, first serve?
Especially you
Yes.
end up geographically all over the place if you don't do it by area, which you don't wanna do.
Yeah. Okay,
6,
so
maybe
we'll,
8.
We're gonna call it at 6, no more than one per agent or slash team. Is that, are we doing that? Because that's the next question. We know it's coming.
yeah, this is why I haven't done tour.
Exactly.
Yeah. For years. Yes, 6 tops, 1 per person, unless we have room. But there'll always be somebody at the last minute, so.
But you have to come to the team meeting,
Yeah.
and then you have to go through the whole home tour.
Yes.
Is this putting everybody in the same vehicle and taking off?
No.
Everybody can drive themselves?
I can only hold 5.
Just find a way.
It just pile up with people, and that's the best part. I'm telling you, when I was a new agent, that's the